Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about these two products that I just decided I wanted to do a review of myself. I want to disclaim that this is not sponsored. I was not sent these products for free. I have just been using them for a little while now and I just wanted to give my genuine review on it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to hit the little options button and put this video in HD to get the best quality viewing. So let's just get right into the product here. Both of these products are from the Laundry Alternative. First product we have here is the Wonder Wash. It is a mini manual washer. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It washes clothes and you manually wash them. The next product here is not manual, it is just a mini spin dryer. It's not even necessarily a dryer, it is like the spin cycle on a normal washer, and it is miniature, so it's a space saver, and it's also energy efficient. You do plug it in, but it does not use nearly as much energy as a regular dryer or washer would. So I'm basically just going to demonstrate exactly how to use this product. First of all, we have here, this is the Wonder Wash. This is the actual washer, the manual washer. Before I get right into it, I am going to disclaim, I have disclaimed this in a prior video, but just so I don't get any nasty comments, yes, there is some orange stains in my shower. We have sulfur in the water in our rental home, and it does affect, obviously, the white of the shower, and it's very hard to get out, so we've tried and tried and tried, but it's just staying there, so please disregard that. But anyway, so as you can see, there are marks kind of on the product here. So this mark is the halfway mark, and that is the very first thing we're going to do. We're going to fill this washer up to the halfway mark. That's the very first step. Okay, so now I've got it filled about halfway. I did already throw some washcloths in there just because they were sitting wet in the shower. So typically I just use this for my son's clothes. My son is currently 10 weeks old at the time this video is being recorded. So I usually just do his clothes because they're small and I get a lot done. But now what we want to do is add some detergent. The detergent I'm using is Dirt Lift Action Purex for baby. It's gentle on skin and dermatologist tested. And it just smells like a baby. It smells amazing. I love it. So literally all you need for this washer is about like a tablespoon of dish detergent. Yeah, of laundry detergent. You only need about a teaspoon, or a tablespoon, I'm sorry. So that's it. Just that much. And then from there, you just fill the washer. You definitely don't want to pack it too full. Obviously just enough where the next step after you put the clothes in is you fill the water up to this line here. So you don't want to fill the washer with any more clothes than up to this line right here, and you can push it down and you can pack it pretty full. I also want to add that this is not something that you want to just throw in like a stain fighter in, because it doesn't work exactly like an actual washer. So if there are any outfits or anything you're putting in here with any stains on it, I advise you to work on the stain first, get it out in the sink, and then you can throw it in here to get washed. I personally use, for my son's clothes anyway, this is Dreft Laundry Stain Remover. It even says on it for baby foods, milk, diaper accidents, and spit up stains. And this stuff is really great. Usually I just spray this on the stain and I work it in the sink with some cold water, get the stain out, and then I'll throw it into this washer. But this will not get any stains out on its own with just detergent. I definitely advise you to do that if you're gonna use it to get some stains out as well. So now that I've got it basically full to the line there, you can see actually the line inside right there. Now that I've got it to there, I'm going to continue to fill it with water until the water is filled to that line as well. Okay, so once it's filled to that line, you don't have to worry about pushing the clothes down into the water, because the next step will obviously soak the rest of the clothes in the washing process. So that's all full to the top. This is the lid here, and it tells you right on the lid which way is to open it. You can see, I hope the camera picks it up. You can see it says to turn that way to open. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that this little tab is lifted up. Put it on there, line it up with the little divots here. You turn it closed this way. It won't turn anymore once it's closed. You push this down, and what that does is it acts like a vacuum. It keeps all the water enclosed into the washer. So then all you do is you spin it like a washer, and I'd say you spin it roughly, it's like 1 rotation per second. Imagine watching the front of a front-loading washer and how it spins when it's on the wash cycle. and you want to spin it about that quickly, and you want to do this for roughly like 4 minutes. I don't know that it's totally necessary to do so, and I don't really know if it makes a difference, but I like to halfway through the 2-minute mark, I'll actually start going the opposite direction and just spinning it the same speed that I was the other way. Okay, so once you finish with the wash cycle, the Wonder Wash comes with this little device here, and what this is just like a little drainage pipe for the product, and all you have to do is underneath the Wonder Wash is this little attachment here that the drainer, if you will, drainage pipe, whatever, goes into, and all you have to do is you stick the drainage pipe on there, and you want it in a way where obviously the drain is, look at the water's already coming out, you want the drain facing down, so you pop it on there. It's a little difficult at first. You pop it on and then you have to turn it for it to stay on. And you can sit there and let it drain out and do something else while it's, you know, draining. It only takes about a minute or two. Or if you wanted to, you could just tip this completely over and dump all the water out. For the sake of time, because I have nothing else to do at the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and tip the rest of the water out. Obviously, if you have an actual tub and not just a stand-up shower, it's a little easier and quicker because the water will stay in. Okay, so now the water is all drained out, you want to then rinse the clothes. You don't want to go ahead and dry it yet, so you're actually just going to fill this back up with water up to the line here like you did the first time around. Okay, so now that's filled back up, so I'm just going to repeat the process. I'm going to put this back on here, close it, push down the vacuum sealer, and then you're just going to repeat this process. And now for the rinse cycle, you don't have to do it as long as the wash cycle. I'm going to say roughly, oh really? We have a baby behind scenes.
You want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Go ahead, say hello. Say hello.
The cutest audience right now. So you just want to continue the process. You don't have to go the full 4 minutes. I'm going to say you just do like 2-minute rinse, and I would do again the same thing with like just like a 1 cycle per minute kind of thing, or I'm sorry, 1 cycle per second, not per minute. And just repeat it. If I get bored, I'll just go backwards and just do this for 2 minutes. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes, so you're just going to, again, repeat the process and drain the water out. So that's really all there is to it, to the Wonder Wash. Now we're going to move on to the next product and get these clothes a little dry. I'm just going to show you a little bit about this product off the bat, and as you can see, there is no on and off switch. The actual on and off switch, because this does get plugged in, is this here. And this, you just pull like this, and the top opens up here. And that's basically right now your off switch. As long as the lid is open, it will not run. So I don't have it plugged in yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've actually seen people fill the washer and then plug it in when the lid is closed to turn it on, and I'm just not one to do that. I feel like it's a little unsafe, so I like to have it plugged in first. So in this washer comes, or I'm sorry, this is the spin dryer. In the spinner comes this little insert here that you just pull out. It's like this, like, I don't know, this plastic kind of rubbery material, and this is going to go on top of the clothes to make sure that none of it comes out of the drum. So right now we don't need that in there. And obviously, as you can see, it's mini, so I actually believe 9 times out of 10 there's less room in here than there is in the washer, so I can't fully fill this up with all the clothes that's in there right now. But again, it's a quick process, so it's not that big of a deal. The one thing you want to make sure of is that when you're filling it, oh, really? So one thing you want to make sure when you're filling it is just not to fill it outside of the drum here. As you can see, it's like a normal washer drum. You don't want to exceed the drum itself. You also don't want to fill it too much, because for maximum drying, you obviously don't want to put a crap ton of clothes in here, of wet clothes. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and fill it up. Okay, so because I don't want the clothes to be totally soaking wet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these clothes out one by one, bring them out a little bit just to get some of the soaked water out of it, and put it right into the spin dryer. And I'm going to make sure that I disperse all the clothes evenly in the spin dryer so that it's stable when it's spinning. You don't want too much weight on one side or the other, or it'll throw off how the spinner actually spins. So you want to make sure you disperse all of the weight evenly into the spinner with the wet clothes. Okay, so like I said, I don't like to fill it all the way to the top of the drum just because I want it to get a nice dry. I also have everything dispersed nice and evenly. There's no more on this side than there's on this side. And that's pretty much that. So then you want to take this little doodad here. I don't even know if there's a proper word for this, but all I know is that this keeps everything from coming out of the drum while it spins. So you just gotta kind of bend it like this and stick it in there, and there's no need to like push all the clothes down or anything like that. You just want it to sit right on top of the clothes like so. So then before I go ahead and close the lid and start my spin cycle, I want to show you guys that the water is actually going to come out of this right here. So you need something to catch it. It does not come with anything that catches it, so I just have this old chip bowl lying around, this plastic dollar store chip bowl. I'm just going to set it under there, and as soon as I close the lid on this, it's going to start spinning. I will advise to just keep your hand on top of it for a second, as it does spin super fast. I actually forget how many RPMs it is that it spins, but it spins really super fast, but it starts out kind of slow. So just to help stabilize it, I'll keep my hand on it, and you'll see just how fast it starts to go, and you can then let go and it kind of stabilizes itself. So I'm going to go ahead and close the lid and we'll get the spinner going. And you'll notice too that at first it seems like it's a little noisy, and then it just gets super quiet. You can't even tell that it's running. Now it's going kind of full speed. I'll let it go and just let it spin. You can see all the water coming out. And with a full drum, I'd advise to let it spin roughly 4 minutes, I'm going to say, just to get the maximum amount of water out that it can. Again, this is not an actual dryer, it's just a spinner, so it's spinning majority of the water out. So you want to let it go long enough to get the max amount of water out. You can wait until there's no water trickling out, but you'll be waiting for a little while. So I would just recommend with a full drum, no more than like 5 minutes. I go about 4 minutes, and that's plenty. Okay, so it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop the spinner. For whatever reason, I have so much trouble getting this little insert thing out, holding thing. So take this out, and I'm going to also right away, because I've made the mistake of not dumping the water right away, and I kicked it over and made a mess.
I know, I make a big mess, don't I?
So it's going to continue to drip a very little bit. I'm just going to dump that quick and put it right back under there to catch the other little drips. But now the clothes are, I wish you could like feel it, because they're really just damp. They're not, obviously, like I said, it's not a dryer. It doesn't heat it up and dry it, but it's pretty much gets all of the water out, and it smells really good. It smells just like the detergent, like it was just washed, because it was. But so unbelievably dry they are, and at this rate, I just put them on some hangers and hang them up in the shower. Sometimes I hang them up outside if it's nice out. At this rate, if you're going to hang it inside, you definitely want to keep a window that's close by. You want to keep open. You want the room ventilated, obviously, to finish the process. And I would say if you're drying inside, you may need an hour to an hour and a half for them to dry completely. If you're going to put them outside and it's like a nice sunny day to finish the drying process, it'll only take like a half hour. So that's pretty much that. Now the clothes are basically completely dry, and you just continue this cycle. So that's pretty much it for this video. I definitely give these both products a huge thumbs up. I got them both from Amazon. The Nina Soft spinner was roughly $120, and the Wonder Wash was, I think, like $65, almost $70. So the amount of money that you spend on these alone versus an actual washer and dryer is obviously substantial, a huge difference in price range. It's extremely energy efficient. You don't use any more energy than you would if you weren't washing your clothes at all. It obviously is a little bit more time consuming than if you just had a regular washer and dryer. You have to spend the time to actually do it. But like I said, you spend a total of maybe 10 minutes washing manually. Who doesn't have 10 minutes in their day to do a load of laundry? And as far as the spinner goes, it takes 4 minutes to spin them. So you're really not spending a lot of time at all. Also, like I said before, it's just a perfect space saver. If you have a small rental like we do, it takes up absolutely no space to store these, and you can still just do your own laundry. You don't have to worry about going to the laundromat. We've also mapped it out to where right now I use it mostly for my son's clothes, like I said in the beginning of this video, but if we really wanted to, we could just wash our clothes daily, what we wear, or even just like every 2 days, because you could, like I said, you can see the kind of capacity that the washer has, that you could definitely do, you know, 2 people living in a house, you can do your clothes daily and it'll fit perfectly. It'll take basically no time, and you don't have to worry about lugging all your laundry for the week to a laundromat or to your in-laws' house if you do that like we do most of the time. And yeah, I'm very, very pleased with these products. They took only a few days to get to my house from Amazon, less than a week. Both of them took less than a week to get to my house, and they're just great. I definitely give these both a big thumbs up, and I recommend them to anybody who is in a similar situation to us. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. I post a lot of other kind of videos, mommy videos, other reviews, hauls, vlogs, all that kind of stuff. So if you are interested, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you like videos like this. Leave a comment below if you have had experience yourself with these products, or if you think you're going to go ahead and try them out. And if you do, and whether you like them or dislike them, let me know how you guys feel. I'm just curious to see if anybody else is in the same boat as we are and loving these products. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!